I love being a priest, and I can't say that enough. I love being a priest. Being ordained a priest of Jesus Christ is the best gift the Lord could have possibly given me. I love walking the journey of faith with each of you on the best days of your lives and on those most difficult days of your lives. I love having a front row seat at miracles like bread and wine becoming the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus, who is God. I see sins washed away from people in the sacraments of baptism and reconciliation. I have the best view of two people becoming one flesh in the sacrament of marriage, and the Holy Spirit filling up those receiving the sacrament of confirmation. I'm privileged to sit with families in hospitals, nursing homes, and funeral parlors as they grieve the loss of a loved one. I love talking with people like Caesar, who have found beauty and truth and the fullness of truth in our Catholic faith and are ready to dive in and experience all the fullness of God's love. I really can't say it enough. I love being a priest. However, I hate being a pastor. Now, I love you. Do not hear what I'm not saying. I love all of you, and I love serving you. But being a pastor is not nearly as fun as being a priest. I don't like managing employees and volunteers and all that junk. I find construction and building maintenance stuff boring. I'm terrible at math and finances. Reading contracts puts me to sleep faster than anything else. And the only plus to archdiocese meetings are the years of purgatory I hope I'm getting knocked off. It's just not all that fun. And all the other administrative tasks and junk that I have to do is why I don't like being a pastor. I'm not kidding, I had to sit through a 30-minute discussion about floor mats. Why? I hope I got time off purgatory for that too. I'm bringing this up because when we hear this famous gospel parable, we often think of the good talents that God has given us. God has certainly given me talents that led me to be a priest, and I love being a priest, especially being a priest here at St. Edward. I feel like the servant who hit the jackpot with 5 talents, and I want to be as generous back to the Lord as He has been with me. But God has also given me talents to be a pastor, and my gut instinct makes me want to be like the wicked servant. I remember when Bishop Bartosik called me and asked me to be pastor, my first question to him was, aren't I too young and inexperienced? Like, there's got to be some old guy out there who'd be far better. I wanted to bury my gifts in the sand. I wanted to hide from the master. I only wanted to do what I wanted to do. Now, God gave me talents to sit with people when they find out someone died or some other tragic thing happened in their life, and I use that talent to its fullest when I need to, except when I need to have a difficult conversation with a parishioner who's upset or a staff member. God gave me a talent to organize people and build unity, but I want to often bury that talent when I need to make a decision that I know is going to upset people. God gave me a talent to take criticism fairly well. I was in theater after all. I know how to be told no or go home. But I want to bury that talent when I have someone yelling at me for something that I've done that they don't like, which doesn't happen often, but it happens. And so, my friends, I'm inviting all of us to be brutally honest with ourselves. I don't doubt all of you here share many of your talents to the best of your abilities for the things that you like. But are we using our talents to the best of their ability in all aspects of our vocations. God may have given you a talent and a creative eye and a hardworking attitude that you invest well at your job. But do you bring that talent home to share with your family? God may have given you talents for being a good listener and compassionate, but do you only use that talent on people you care about? What about your enemies? Or even neutral people like coworkers and neighbors? God could have given you a talent for music, and you use it on the weekends playing in a band or for your family, but do you share that with others? Do we only share our talents when we're paid to? Or do we share our talents without cost, only for the glory of God? The Lord is way more generous with us than we could ever be with him. And he asks us to try to be just as generous as he is, not only in return to him, but to everyone. And it's not easy, but Jesus never said it would be easy. The cross is the standard of generosity. And we need to spend our whole lives trying to reach that standard. I don't know about you, although I hope we would all agree, but when the Lord does call me home, which I hope is a long time from now, I want to hear those same words he said to the two good servants. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibility. Come, share your master's joy.